didn't know him. He came to the dressing room one night and sat down. We started talking. And he told me he'd been in Germany and he was coming back there and was trying to get a job. And I said, well. And then Bruce Pritchard, I think, came in the room. I said, Bruce, got an idea. He said, what? I said, what about me managing this guy when he goes out tonight? And he said, hey, fine with me, pal. So I went out. And when he came back, he worked with Savio Vega, I remember. A very good match, really. And he asked me, he said, do you think I got a job? I said, well, if that don't get you a job, I don't know what will. So he went back in the dressing room and he was getting dressed and Bruce walked in and he says, well, I want you to sign this piece of paper here, you know. And he signed and he looked at me and he says, you got a job. Because I'd already signed my paper.
Yeah.
He said, you're with him for now. Okay. That's how it worked. I just walked out there with him and they liked the way he looked.
So it was just a dark match? Or
it was a dark match and I forgot. I think we somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Okay. And what were your first impressions of him? Obviously, you got along well in that meeting. And how was he on the road? Respectful and listening
Is it Bradshaw?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Really good. Here's a little odd quirk. Same birthday as I got.
Is there any matches from that run with Bradshaw that stand out to you?
One. We were in Quebec. Is that where the Leducs are from?
Oh, actually, Carl, one night you were in Ottawa, actually, against Carl.
Yep.
And then you were in against again the next night, yeah.
Come in the room, and Gorilla Monsoon was, I'm sorry, George Steele was the agent. Nice guy. And he said, John, can you do us a favor? Oh, yeah, man, what you want? He said, we got this kid here, and he's come from a legendary family, and his name Carl.
Carl Leduc, yeah.
Carl Leduc, and, you know, his Joe, and, you know, all this. It comes from a wrestling background. People know him.
Yeah, Paul Leduc is his
Paul, yeah, and he said,
father.
you have a match with him? He said, oh, yeah, no problem. And can you kind of put him over? Oh, no problem, no problem. Went out there. But the kid is horrible. He's just horrible. And I forgot what I'm watching, and all of a sudden, he shot John into the ropes. But he didn't say what he was going to do. And when John come off, John stopped and he had a little bit of confusion. Then he backed up and then he hit the ropes again. And this time he hit him with that clothesline. My God, I thought he'd killed him. Then he just beat the shit out of this little Leduc kid. And the people were, I swear to God, behind me, they said, God, this is all I heard. God, oh my God. He was just, oh, you could hear it all over the arena. You know, they didn't know who this Leduc kid, they knew the name.
Right.
But
he wasn't really, he hadn't been wrestling long at that point.
And John just beat the living, I mean, not enough to really hurt him, but I mean, really, really solid. And I remember that, and then when he came out, George said, good job. And even the kid come up and said, oh, thank you very much. I don't think he'd realize he just got the crap beat out of him. Because he didn't probably know.
Yeah, I was just a kid at that show, but I was actually at
You was at that show?
Yeah, that was actually the very first match in that arena because they had just built it that year.
Yeah.
The Ottawa Senators Hockey Arena.
So that was the first set of matches. That wasn't the first match, was it?
That was the first match on the card. Match? You guys had the very first match ever in that arena.
Vader was on that card too, right?
You wrestled Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
Yep.
Now I remember going to the back and Vader telling John, he said, man, that really inspired me.
You may have also had the same match in Montreal because I know they used Carl on 2 of those nights, but
I think we only worked him once.
Okay.
I
think he may have wrestled Owen Hart in the Montreal
think that
match.
might have been the first time we wrestled him, and I think the second time he said, well, we might need to switch him up to somebody else.
What ended that run with John Hawk Bradshaw, or Justin Hawk Bradshaw?
I think they wanted to do something else with him. I think they wanted to put him with Ron Simmons. And there was really not a spot for me with those two. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But maybe not. Again, it's one of those deals where time just runs out. If you're not one of the top guys, you're expendable.
Yeah.
And I've been expended several times.
And I've got to ask you your opinion of all the bullying stuff that's come out in recent years about him. Because obviously, when he first came into the company, he wouldn't have been doing that kind of stuff anyways as a new guy. But You think there's any merit to that?
John was an overbearing son of a bitch. He could be. But it was good natured, but it was stiff.
Okay.
It was a joke, but it might have not have been a joke to the people that he was getting on a little bit.